Hi folks, I was watching a video this morning from Terry King. It's quite interesting. He's got some a little solar unit and a lamp, and he's trying to work out some stuff to do with it. I've been playing around with some solar stuff myself, various things. I've got some stuff that I want to put into practice, or at least test it anyway on my shed, but I'll show you. But this is a little fan which should work in grow room. It works with light, I'll show you. I bought two of these. Now if I doubled it up, I can either double my voltage or double my ampage and keep voltage same, so it makes a lot of difference on actual how much power you're getting out, if you know what I mean. It does affect a lot of things, but I'll show you what I'm doing. I've made a little heating panel. I made it a long time ago. I tested it works okay. I don't know how well it'll work in application I want to use it for. It might help just like keep temperatures up in my shed in winter when sun's out, and but anyway, I'll get on with it and I'll show you. It's nice to be nice. Hi folks, this is a little bit of solar stuff. I was just looking at Terry King's video about his well, some solar stuff, what he's playing about with a unit, trying some ideas out. This is a little fan which I bought for this reason. I found it in a little hobby mag. I'll show you. I bought two. Now obviously there's not a great deal of airspeed there, but I might be using this for something else anyway. But I also did think, as I said, I bought two. I was going to run two and put one on each end, sort of thing. Fit the fan up near the bulb somehow. So then fit the panel up near the bulb, because obviously near a bulb it goes, better it gets. That's switched off. But I bought two kits. Now that would run a lot faster if I put that second panel up with that to run it in my grow room. Terry, if you're interested, I'll send you details of this, but I mean that's details what I've got. I don't know whether you can trace it by that, but I got this out of a little book where they do deliveries. But I've got, like I said, I've got another idea for that. I'll show you that in a sec. And this is a little panel I made up. It's just stuck together with hot glue to try and charge some batteries. It works well. I also worked it out so that I could. It's just off a computer, so I could charge a phone or my batteries on my what you call it, on the GoPro when I go camping or gold prospecting. That's ideal with this. I'm going to put this together in a box for that, or in some sort of box. I don't want it to be massive and weighty, but it'd be handy if I could charge my phone and some batteries for camping, head torch, whatever, you know what I mean. But back to this, I'll show you what I'm thinking about with this. But I might end up using a computer fan, which I can't run off of that. Well, I could possibly, but there's not enough amps, because that's your problem with running these. That's a really low ampage motor, that's why that can run it. It's not your volt sort of thing, it's your ampage. I made this a couple of years ago for actually to do this shed or garage, either way, with idea. This is southwest wall, and I've insulated all this. It's still a work in progress. I got some boards on offer, but I'm not going to all that. Although I've put some yeah, what do you call it, space blanket on the ceiling. I'm thinking of doing all the ceiling in that, save me on boards, and because it's insulated I just don't want all that glass wool dropping down on me and dust sticking to it. I mean, it's dark and horrible anyway. But this so what this will be done is mounted on the outside of that wall there, and there's a vent hole in here. It does get very hot. I did test it a couple of years ago. It got stupid hot, but I'm going to have air flowing through it, and what I'd have is an hole at top, an hole at bottom, and hopefully with that fan, with solar powered fan, have it blowing air from the top down and out at the bottom, so that the air's circulating that way rather than that way, which it wants to naturally with convection and heat. Idea of that is that the air passes out slower at the bottom, but it's hotter when it's in winter, because they're trying to keep it warm. I'm trying to, well, this will ultimately be my workshop. But yeah, so I was hoping if I could do it with solar powered. If not, then I'll put a computer fan on it and plug that into a step down box like I did with Miller's table. But I'm hoping to get that fitted this week and tested, even with very little sun. I can get that fan working, and I've got them other panels which I might be able to get a bit more power out, you know. I thought you might find that interesting if you're into that solar stuff, Terry. This is where that panel will be mounted, in here, that way, and my tomatoes or whatever will cover that in summer, and it'll give it a bit of shade, but it'll be closed off from inside so that it's not putting hot air in there. That's a little solar powered lamp as well. There's a panel there. That were cheap. I think it was about 10 quid.